the Golden Globe goes to...
Hey, TV10 Podcast for returning back to form. I'm Tommy Milagro.
I'm Bill Frost, and it's an honor just to be nominated. This is episode 0301 after the holiday break.
That's right. We're back from the winter hiatus, and we are here to give it to you straight, just like how we enjoy our whiskey.
Well, I have mine on the rocks here.
Well, that's okay. I can have our bourbon whiskey, courtesy of Sugar House Distillery, the official sponsor of TV10 Podcast.
One of several?
Straight. Oh, yes. Yes.
Go ahead and mention them.
Well, let's see. That would be Ogden's Own Distillery. That would be Outlaw Distillery and Bohemian Brewery. And, of course, our good friend Ivy at Booze Teak.
I recently heard her on a local podcast.
Oh. Wait, there's somebody else other than us?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of weird. It was Ben Winslow's thing over at Fox 13, the Utah liquor something or other.
Oh, okay.
It's about Utah booze news.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we haven't been approached
No,
because...
you'd think so, yeah.
Okay.
Who's been podcasting and drinking longer than that guy? Us.
Us?
Yeah.
We have the experience. We have the booze.
So as we're recording live on the air on a Sunday night, the Golden Globes are on.
Yep.
And Ricky Gervais came out, did his intro, and said, "Oh, no, stave your politics. Don't thank you, God.
What are you doing?
Thank you, producers."
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just doing my impression because he can't be here because he's hosting the Globes right now.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no, he can't be
We've got him
here.
on Skype here. Wait,
Oh,
hold
really?
on. Let me see.
We don't have the technology for that.
Oh, hi there. Hi. Ricky Gervais. Hello.
How are the Globes going, Ricky?
I think it's just fucking amazing right now. I just think it's just absolutely brilliant that everyone is, cringing at everything I have to say. And I just get off on it. I'm not going to lie. I think it's just wonderful right there.
Yeah, so you told everyone to lay off the politics and lay off the speechifying, but yet Russell Crowe sent a message via proxy to Jennifer Aniston saying he won for the loudest voice on Showtime.
Right.
He said, I'm down in Australia,
Yeah.
and I'm saving my family, and global climate change is real, you cunts.
Oh, well,
Basically is what he said.
Well, let's face it. He's Australian. That's just like poor English.
So
yeah?
you're cool with that.
I'm not saying I'm cool with it. I'm just saying it's going to happen. Right, I got to get back to my drink there,
Yeah,
and
why
I
don't you
got to host some more.
Uh,
Cheers there, mates.
Yeah, please fuck off now. All right. Speaking of fuck off, Succession won for best TV drama.
Oh,
The Golden Globe. I'm totally fine with that.
And also Fleabag.
Fleabag also won for, I believe, comedy, or at least Phoebe Waller-Bridge won for actress. I don't remember which award it was.
I think I saw it for actress.
Yeah, it'll probably be a sweep.
It's
I'll bet
in the
she'll
green-
win. She'll win more.
It's going on in the green room at the TV10 Podcast.
Okay, all
Sugar
the-
House Studios.
The audience is in there watching while we're in here recording.
Yeah, we're doing work here.
And Brian Cox, I'm going to bet he's going to win something eventually. Even though this Succession, as good as he is in Succession, I was reminded last night by Comedy Central that his finest work to date so far is in Super Troopers.
Oh, shit, that's right. He
Yes,
was in that.
I totally forgot he was in Super Troopers until he was the sheriff or the boss over the highway patrol.
Or as Ricky Gervais was saying in his monologue, it's like, don't worry about Felicity Huffman. It could be worse. You could have been in Wild Hogs.
Oh, my God, yes.
What a shot at William H. Macy.
Yeah, so over the break,
Oh, yeah.
I watched a shit ton of stuff.
First of all, folks, yeah, we're back from break.
If you're joining us from maybe you heard me on Utah Policy, yet another local podcast
What?
that exists out there. In
Where are these podcasts that you've been on?
They're-
Bigger question. Where was I?
I don't know. You
Was I that drunk?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the call went out and you were like,
Oh, yeah. That
entirely possible. Yeah.
that does sound like my ringtone.
Well, I recorded Utah Policy podcast at around 9 a.m. on a Friday morning, so I'm guessing you were still passed out.
Yep.
Most
that's about
likely,
right.
yes. And so if you're joining us from there, hey, welcome aboard. I don't know if you'll stay, but thanks for coming. I ran down the top political podcasts of 2019 on that show.
Okay.
One of them being Succession. and The Loudest Voice, both winners at the Golden Globes tonight. And there were others, but I forget what they are. But over the break, I did catch up on several things, including the aforementioned Succession. Saw all of that, made it all through that. I'm almost done with The Deuce.
Okay.
It's nearing its inevitable Boogie Nights-esque conclusion.
Yes.
It's so sad.
You're on season 3 at this point?
Yeah, spoiler, we lost to Franco.
Oh. But that's... Well,
But
wait,
we still
wait.
have another Franco.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not talking about Dave.
Yeah, the talented and good one.
Yeah. Also caught up on Titans over on DC Universe.
Okay.
I thought this first season was pretty good. Second season, even better. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
It's still no Doom Patrol, but it's pretty fucking good. Whereas Swamp Thing, I'm like, I don't know.
You went back and just went...
I'm 2 episodes in, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
Maybe there was a reason.
Maybe it was a reason it was canceled, yeah. So I think we had a bit of difficulty there. We got up to talking about the Swamp Thing, and then the computer crashed, and so that off to an auspicious start for 2020.
I'm blaming this on LeChico. LeChico, you should... Oh, I know you're giving me side eye. I don't need to see that shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, LeChai girl, you didn't get to meet her at Broovies, but...
Yeah, she was... She was trying to help out the family in La Migra.
Yeah. So after we were talking about Swamp Thing there, we talked a little bit about The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. You talked about it
That's
there.
what I was catching up on. Alex Bornstein, a treasure.
Yes,
Everything.
they all are, and mentioned that Carol Kay is none too pleased about Liza Weil, a.k.a. Paris from Gilmore Girls' portrayal of her.
Oh, that's why she looked that familiar.
That was Paris from Gilmore Girls.
Jeez.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Lauren Graham was also supposed to show up in this season of Mrs. Maisel, but I don't recall seeing her.
If she was, it was so well hidden, I couldn't find her. So
Yeah, so we also, before we auspiciously crashed there.
I know what happened.
You
It was
think-
because I started talking Mandalorian.
Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, that crashed the system.
That's what's been crashing all of Disney Plus lately.
Yeah, so I did, you made it through all of the Mandalorian, all 8 episodes, as did I.
Okay.
I quite enjoyed it. I don't know if it's like the be-all, end-all. I think it was better put together than the Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Star Wars movie was kind of a mess. But overall, Mandalorian, I just don't need any more Baby Yodas in my feed.
First of all, you're going into Rise of Skywalker knowing it's a J.J. Abrams movie.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams has always been a mess. And if you think I'm wrong, see Lost. Now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, okay.
With Mandalorian and the fact that it's created by Jon Favreau, it's obviously trying to tie everything within the Star Wars universe. And
So why didn't we have like a we're getting off into movies here for a second here. Why couldn't we have all the Hunger Games and Harry Potter and all those other movies where they said it's a trilogy, but here's a 4th one? They
because
could have done that.
Disney doesn't have that much money
Oh, they do. Trust
Yet.
me, they do.
yet.
They could have done it, and people would have gone to see it. If you had split up the final Star Wars movie into 2 parts, no one would have complained.
No, you wouldn't have, except for the hardcore Star Wars fans who are just...
Actually...
Oh, God, they were bitching about that. Then they were bitching about Mandalorian. Oh, what's Baby Yoda supposed to... Oh, shut up and enjoy it already.
One of the other shows I got caught up on over the break is a series that you can read about in the new content shifter at slugmag.com or go to billfrost.tv. You can find it there.
All right.
A couple of shows left over from December 2019 and several new shows coming up in January 2020. One of them is a Reprisal on Hulu, starring Abigail Spencer. You might know her from Timeless or Rectify.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she stars as a kind of a femme fatale. This thing is like a really fucking bonkers, hyper-stylized revenge tale of Abigail Spencer as a woman wronged by a hot rod gang.
What?
But it's set in a nebulous time period where it looks like it could be the 50s, but people have flip phones, and there's a big burlesque strip club, and like these greaser bikers, and it's very weird, but it's also like really cool.
All right.
I highly recommend it on Hulu.
Okay.
I also watched, I don't know if you caught this one on Netflix, The Witcher.
I saw it. I'm not there with Man of Steel Guide gaze.
Okay,
going for this.
Let me see if this'll seal it for you.
All right,
Boobs.
done. Okay, I'm good with that. I quite enjoy that actually.
It's for being a TVMA rated show. It's got a lot of boobs, little dong.
Like literally. or
Well,
figuratively?
okay, brief dong.
Okay, but on a scale of
It's a good sized dong, but it's brief.
so on a scale of 1 to Dr. Manhattan.
Oh no, not quite hanging Dr. Manhattan dong. No.
Okay,
Not
Which,
quite.
what did you think of Watchmen?
Watchmen. Quite enjoyed that, and we'll see if there's a second season of that.
I'm happy if they don't have a second.
I'm good
season.
either way. I've already forgotten the guy's name. Who's the guy behind it? Damon Lindelof.
Yeah. Also of Lost. Now
Lost
that I think
and
about it.
another stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, if they do another one, it probably won't be me, and it'll probably be a completely different story.
Which is okay.
But I'll bet it's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's too much hype from HBO behind that for them to not do another one.
They might just do it as an anthology a la Fargo. So
That's cool.
and that would
They
be
could do
great.
that.
Yeah.
Another one from the content shifter, Servant on Apple TV Plus.
Really?
It's an M. Night Shyamalan thing.
Okay.
It debuted while we were off. It was. It's a creepy babysitter story with a twist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So something better than the morning show. Got it.
Yeah. Well, I did also finish the morning show,
Really?
and
Did you hate watch?
on the upside, it was initially hate watching, but on the upside, I got to say Jennifer Aniston fucking killed it. She was really good in this.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon, okay.
And
Steve
Steve
Carell, just
He was there.
he was there. Yeah, if he doesn't come back for season 2, that's totally understandable, and I'm cool with it. But it did. It eventually. If you had any interest in this, and you heard me talking shit on it previously, I would recommend powering through the first few episodes and then going to the end, which is like I think it's 8 episodes, and it kind of pays off actually.
We're instigating the rule of taking backsies here.
Yeah.
So, all right.
The initial, I think I was right on the initial episodes. Like, oh, this is just overacted garbage, but it gets better.
Okay. Much like sex, it gets better. Got it.
Well, maybe.
I'm just using The Witcher as our prime example.
Yeah, The Witcher. I know nothing about the books it was based on.
I only know that there's a video game out there.
But Henry Cavill in his He-Man wig, and it's actually got some humor to it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny in spots, and it's also got some hella killer violence.
Okay.
Sword fighting.
Okay.
It's violent as fuck. It says fuck a lot. That's his go-to between going ugh and going fuck. Those are his go-to.
So it's like if Jason Momoa had more vocabulary.
A little
Game of
bit,
Thrones.
yeah.
Okay.
I could totally see Jason Momoa doing this, by the way.
And yet he went and did C?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, C is still not good. But imagine if Jason Momoa had taken this and Henry Cavill had taken C.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have talked to the executive.
We should be agents for somebody.
I think it's just because we've been gone so long that we didn't have the right ears of the execs.
Oh, yeah.
I blame us. For once.
I blame us, too.
Okay.
And also, I need to put out there my first movie of 2020. The very first movie I saw in 2020.
Which was?
Just after the stroke of midnight. Tough Turf from 1985. Starring Iron Man and Ultron. That would be
What?
Robert Downey Jr. and James Spader.
I don't know this one. Tough Turf?
Tough Turf. Also, Kim Richards, I believe. She's one of the Real Housewives these days.
Okay.
What it is like a kid from the East Coast moves to L.A. and goes to this tough high school, and he starts being harassed by this, local gang, because they're all white.
Okay. This sounds like an 80s flick.
Very 80s.
Oh.
It's got a killer soundtrack. The Jim Carroll Band is in it.
Oh, fuck.
Robert Downey Jr. plays drums for the Jim Carroll Band.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah. Look up the Jim Carroll Band. Killer shit. Also,
right.
Jack Mack and the Heart Attack, who were a major R&B band from the 80s.
Okay.
That was for 1985. That's a big get.
85?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
This movie is from 1985. It's currently on Prime Video, but I'm sure it's out there elsewhere.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. It's ridiculous.
I like this already.
James Spader is already very James Spadery.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't have to do too
But
much.
he has hair.
Yeah.
He has,
then
he has a
did.
lot of hair, yeah.
Yeah. I remember him from Pretty in Pink, so.
True. Yeah.
That's right.
Tough turf. Tuff. Turf.
Okay. Thank you. That was my next question.
Don't spell it right. You're not going to find it.
Yeah. That's right. RITE. Right.
Yeah. And also some of the shows coming up this week.
Oh, we got a lot to cover here.
We got a few things here. Coming up Monday, Manifest Season 2. This is also a very Losty type thing about a plane that goes missing for 5 years and all of a sudden it reappears.
Okay.
And all the people, they're like, well it's
happened?
been 5 years. What happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years. We don't fucking know.
Okay.
It's one I'm going to try to get back into. I watched the first few episodes last year and I thought, I don't know.
You were done with it?
Yeah,
but you want to go back because...
Maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll check it out because it's one of the few success stories at NBC
Really? Yeah.
from last season.
Well, they're going to be launching the Peacock. Something's hatching, according to the Golden Globe ads I saw.
Oh yeah, Peacock. That's that and HBO Max are the next big streaming services to debut this year.
Yawn.
HBO Max could be cool.
Yeah.
Peacock, far as I know, the only original series I can think of they have is the Punky Brewster reboot.
Oh, no.
Uh huh.
No.
As much as I like me some Soleil Moon Frye,
Right.
I don't need this. No one needs this.
Nobody needs
No.
this.
Also coming up this week, season 6, final season of Schitt's Creek.
Oh, okay. That's important right there.
You know, this is a show that it's won so many awards and it's on so many best of lists. And I watch it and I go, it's just a mildly funny sitcom. It's not that good.
It's
not-
just because of the name.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It is funny, but it's not the fucking funniest thing ever, which some people seem to be laboring under the impression of.
Well, considering that it's on Pop. So let's
Yeah.
take it for what it's worth.
Just to remind you people, it's not a Netflix show.
Yeah.
It comes from Canada, then it goes to Pop, and then it goes to Netflix.
So there's a bit of
Bit of Letterkenny disconnect there. By the way, season 8 of Letterkenny dropped over the holidays.
Yes,
just
indeed.
out of nowhere. Pitter patter. Love that show. Coming up on Tuesday, also a new series from NBC, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, starring Jane Levy. You might remember her from Suburgatory. And basically, it's a young woman, a computer programmer, who goes in for an MRI. Things go wrong, and all of a sudden, she starts imagining people breaking out into song, but only she can see this.
Of course.
Breaking out into song and dance, and it's very spot on. And she can't really get out of the song cycle until she helps these people overcome their problems of what they're experiencing within the song.
This feels like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but with more choreography.
It is definitely Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but with hits you know.
Oh.
It's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was all original music.
Oh.
This is like hits you know.
Oh, okay, so it's safe.
It's also a little bit like Eli Stone from several years ago, starring Johnny Lee Miller, pre-Elementary.
Okay.
It also had sort of a song and dance element to it. It's a
interesting.
bit fantastical, starring people like Skylar Astin from the Pitch Perfect series, Peter Gallagher,
Oh.
Mary Steenburgen.
Will the caterpillar eyebrows be back for...
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
good.
Peter Gallagher, can't go wrong with him. Also coming up on Wednesday on Freeform, the new Party of Five. Instead of the parent being dead, the parents are deported.
Of course.
This has a brown twist to it.
Okay, so I got to support my brown people now more than ever.
Yeah, so Tommy Milagro, this is your duty to watch this on Freeform.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Yeah, but the family is not in Ogden.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit.
So,
I call bullshit on
yeah.
this. Where's it based in?
Also, Stumptown returns this week, and I highly suggest you get on, start watching that harder. Also, The Good Place returns this week. The final 4 episodes ever.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, 4?
final 4 episodes of The Good Place start this week.
Okay.
It's almost over.
Goddamn.
Coming up on Friday on Netflix, Medical Police from the Children's Hospital people. It's basically Children's Hospital, but now they're undercover CDC agents, so they're cop doctors or doctor cops.
.cop?
.cops, yeah.
I think I like that better.
Aaron Hayes, Rob Hubel, Malin Ackerman, Ken Marino, the whole gang from Children's Hospital back on Adult Swim.
Okay.
It's on Netflix now. Looks ridiculous. And coming up on Sunday, The Outsider on HBO, based on a Stephen King novel.
Okay.
It's about a murder case in a small town. Maybe Jason Bateman killed a kid. Maybe he didn't.
Stay gold, pony boy.
But there's a supernatural shit afoot.
Okay.
And also, you know what time it is?
I think it's time for you to hit the music.
It's Sparta, Tommy Blanco. Go, team.
From the sports desk, as we dust it off, we deliver to you the sport of professional wrestling.
You know, I thought of producing an actual professional intro for that.
Oh, but you said
But then I didn't.
I appreciate you not
I
doing
did
that.
fuck all for 2 weeks, just so you know.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Clink.
Yeah.
So
what do you got?
Let's, like the title of this episode, we're getting straight into the bullshit.
You know, AEW took the Christmas off.
Yes. And they
WWE did not.
Nope. Well, they taped it, and then they also tried to bring us some New Year's cheer with a taped segment match. Yawn. Just know WWE still a thing. Oh, and you can catch Royal Rumble with me and Goots over at Broovies.
When?
Let's see. Right now, tentatively, it is January 26th.
Okay.
I believe that's a Sunday. We'll have to double check that.
All right.
You can come visit us there. It'll be fun.
Are you still doing AEW on Wednesdays?
AEW on Wednesdays. And,
6 o'clock?
Yeah.
I did catch this week's episode. Mm-hmm. Riho. Holy fuck.
She is a tough little...
Damn.
And and AEW is still going strong, which leads us to the top stories of the sports desk here, starting with, as we are recording live on air, New Japan Pro Wrestling has just finished Wrestle Kingdom. It was a 2-night event in Tokyo, Japan at the Tokyo Dome. I don't have all the stats yet just because it's a time delay here, but the biggest stories thus far, Jushin Thunder Liger retires after a 30-plus year career to much fanfare and ovation, and that leads us to the other main event. That was Tanahashi facing off against the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, Le Champion, with the stipulation that if Tanahashi won, he would get a shot at the AEW heavyweight title, which they acknowledged on New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
Which, of course, featured the Painmaker winning that match. But the door is not being closed. What is closed? New Japan Pro Wrestling, even broadcasting on Access TV. So this developed as we were away. We followed the story intently. Basically, New Japan Pro Wrestling pretty much said for 2020, they said, nope, fuck you, we're not doing this on Access TV. That includes Wrestle Kingdom.
So, were they going to do it?
Well, that's where it gets real interesting. They pretty much decided, fuck all this, ever since Anthem bought into Access TV.
Okay.
Anthem being the owners of Impact Wrestling.
Okay.
And there's been some hard feelings with New Japan and Impact Wrestling over how they handled one of their stars, currently the heavyweight champion Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker.
Okay.
They didn't handle the Asian people quite well in Impact in those days.
All right.
But to be fair, Vince Russo. Anyway, but now there is talks that there could be something going on with AEW and New Japan. And AEW, which is on TNT, could still...
Oh, I think Chris Jericho's behind this.
Yes, he's Le Champion is trying to stoke some things in that favor.
Okay.
Just know we are following the story very intently because why? It's sports.
It's Sparta, Tommy Blanco. Go, team.
And once again, we got straight into that bullshit.
Okay. All right, as we wrap up here... Mm-hmm. We gave you some stuff to watch this week. We gave you some stuff to catch up on. Want to remind you that there are things coming up later on in the month here as well.
Oh, let me add mine.
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh, yeah.
We almost forgot to bring that up.
Yeah, it continues, I believe, next week.
No, let's see.
Or maybe in 2 weeks.
The 14th is when it starts back up with part 4.
That is next week then.
Right.
Cool.
But you can still catch up on Crisis on the CW app.
Black Lightning. What am I doing here?
What happened to my family?
All gone?
Yeah. Well, the Flash is going to die, but it's not going to be you, Otherberry.
Oh, sorry. And also, who else did they bring? Oh, God, they brought in everybody. They brought in Old Flash. They brought in, they did a little cut from the original Flash series on CBS from the 1990.
And more importantly, they got Lucifer and Constantine.
That was amazing.
My favorite line? Oh, daddy issues. How typical.
Oh, that was my favorite moment of. Oh yeah, that was great.
Oh, and it's going to get even better. So catch up now, and then come back into it on the 14th. And more importantly, I believe as we're recording live on air, Doctor Who.
Yeah, like the first episode back.
Yeah.
It dropped on New Year's Day.
And of course, the reason was they wanted to get more viewers because Christmas time, everybody's fucking off to the movies. You idiots.
Fucking off to the movies. Yeah, coming up, Curb Your Enthusiasm, January 19th. We'll be talking about that probably next week. Also, the new series Avenue 5 starring Hugh Laurie.
Oh, okay.
It's a space thing.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Star Trek Picard on the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
The new season of Sabrina on Netflix coming up on the 24th. New season of Shrill coming up on the 24th as well.
Shrill?
Shrill. 80 Bryant on Hulu. And BoJack Horseman, the final episodes on January 31st on Netflix.
It's finally going to be over?
Sadly, yes. So we want to take this time to say thanks to Sugar House Distillery for the bourbon. They didn't notice we were off for 2 weeks, did they? Did they say, "Hey, what are we sponsoring you for?" If you're not even on, they don't listen to this. They don't know.
I didn't get a chance to talk. I just said, "Hi, what do you want? Bourbon. Done.
What do you want? What will make you go away?
All right, here you go.
Here's booze.
Yeah." We know we love you, James.
Yeah, so I want to thank them and all the other sponsors, and I want to encourage you to reach out to us in some fucking way, even if it's just to say, I don't want to talk to you. Just say, hey, I'm here. Either on Twitter, on TV10 Podcast, Facebook, and Gmail, all TV10 Podcast. Even if you don't want to engage with anything, just say, hey, fuck off.
And I'd like to acknowledge our superfan, Rhiannon. Yes, we're not dead yet.
Down to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, only a couple people noticed we were gone, I think.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. That's why I want you to reach out to us all by the things. And, there's you may have noticed there's also a new TV10 logo.
I did notice
I did. I retired the little purple TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we had to upgrade to a smart TV.
Yeah, it's exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's out there, and all of the platforms are updated with the exception of Google Play Music.
Can we say fuck it to them? Or?
Well, they still carry the pod. But the information and artwork you see there has yet to be updated, even though I've been hounding them for weeks now.
And you just went...
Everybody else has done it. Even Stitcher has done it.
So, do we need to get Lechai Girl?
Lechai Girl, yeah. Where's Google located? They're in California, right?
Yeah. Do you have your negotiating machete? Oh, she's sharpening it up right now.
Road trip to California.
Coming up here.
All right, and just reach out to us and give us a rating if you want. If not, cool. But I would say give us a rating. We haven't had a rating in a while. If you look at the platforms, they're all from several years ago, which means
we need you to update us.
Even if it's 1 star, just fucking put some activity on there for God's sake.
At least 4 out of 5, which I understand the minus will be because of my sports report.
Yeah, if you can go into negative territory. If you can figure that, if you can hack the system on that, go right ahead. I'd love to see you do it.
I want that to happen.
Okay. Anything else to add before we wrap up episode 0301?
Just a couple of new things. Obviously, as you guys figured out, we didn't start off with an NSFW because you should figure right now we're not fucking safe for work.
Plus, it's too much work to come up with them.
But
because you're not giving them to us.
Well, and you're not Dr. White. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dr. White. But he's busy.
No one is.
Yeah. But otherwise, we're just going to get straight into the bullshit going forward.
Okay, and good night, America.
And big kiss and jiggle that handle. It's time to fly.
It's only me and my